Hi, I'm Gary from Revenue, Real Estate Education and Rental House Profits. Make sure you click subscribe below and click the little bell to get notified of all our latest updates and top tips. So questions that we get asked quite often are, how do we calculate renovation costs quickly? So when we're looking at a property, we don't want to waste time. We don't want to initially be filling in spreadsheets with a huge ton of data. So basically, we've come up with a quick formula that we've designed over the years that we've been investing all over the place. And this is how we found this in our area and our type of investing. So you can take this and then apply this to your area of investing. So basically what we look at is when we buy a house, if we're going to appreciate the value, we're usually going to be improving some things. Usually they're going to be kitchens, bathrooms, a facelift on the property. We're going to be looking at, there are other optionals in there, electrical, plumbing, roof, windows, all that kind of stuff. So when we go in, we know that we can do a nice new kitchen on an average size single family home, which is what we invest in, and we suite our houses, a kitchen for about $6,000 to $8,000. So $6,000 to $8,000 for a kitchen. A bathroom, we're looking at about $4,000 to do a nice bathroom, and that's, a nice walk-in shower, sliding glass doors, tiles, new appliances. Electrical, now electrical gets a bit expensive because we suite our houses and we want to bring everything up to code. Depending on the age of the house, we're usually buying a 1970s house and we're bringing it up to today's code. Sometimes we're putting in the second meter if we're putting a suite in, but basically we're looking at $15,000. That's basically how we look at our electrical. We walk in the house, we look at it. If it's not up to code already, we look and go $15,000. Now this is coming from experience. So if you don't have the experience of doing multiple properties, you can also go to a contractor, who you're going to work with, and ask him if he'll come out and look at the electrical on the houses that you go to view. A lot of people, they'll get a house inspection done by a house inspector who knows about electrical, but he's not an electrician. So he can't give you prices on the work. So when you go do your house inspection, get your electrician to go there with you. Get your plumber to go there with you. Now, for plumbing, because the kitchen and the bathroom combined is $10,000 for each, if you're doing that twice, you're looking at, so plumbing might be, and this is just labor, not your materials, because you've accounted for them there, might be another $6,000. Now we always overprice the renovations because that way if you run into problems, you have a little margin in the budget to allow for this. Now, as I was saying, get your plumber to go with you to the house inspection, get your electrician to go with you. Eventually, you'll look at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 houses of the type that you want to buy. You'll have a good idea of what that number is going to be for the work, or you're certainly going to have a ballpark that you can work within. Now, makeup. What I mean by makeup is you're talking your flooring, your paint, your trim, the little thing, the lipstick that people put on a house. Now, a lot of people they'll go straight in, look at a house, and they'll just look at the makeup costs, and they'll put lipstick over everything, and then it looks really nice, and people move into the house, and then they start having plumbing issues, electrical issues. So we always put makeup after we've done the kitchen, the bathroom, the electrical, and the plumbing. So if you put makeup, for us, $10,000 is a good ballpark figure for us to do it. Now, there are some optionals because sometimes these things have been done already on a house, but for this scenario, let's say that they haven't. So a roof on a 2,000 square foot house, you're looking at $7,000. This is where we are anyway, for sure. And then windows, same again, you're looking at about $8,000. And that's somewhere in the region of 10 to 14 windows, double glazed, UPVC. Now, when you're looking at windows, this is where a lot of people make a mistake. They make every window an opener. Now, don't make every window an opener. Your living room doesn't need to be an opening window, especially if you're putting in a heating system or something like that. So I'm going to add heating actually on there as well. So heating is an optional extra. But typically we'll upgrade our systems to a nice, really efficient heat pump system or ductless heat pump system. So we're looking at another $6,000 there. So in total, we're adding up now. So let's go 8, 12, 22, 27, 33, 43, 50, 58, and $64,000. So $64,000. Now what I like to do is go, you know what, even though I've overpriced these, I'm on a plus 10%. I know, it's back to front. So now I'm looking at a $70,000 budget. And that's going to bring a house from 1970s up to today's age with nice floors, nice kitchens that people want. So if I'm looking at a purchase price on a house, I'll use our local numbers here. Now we're looking for purchase prices today are about $280 to $320 for a house that needs some work. So let's go I'm looking for a deal. Let's go 300. So I know if I've got a $70,000 budget that I have to spend to bring it up to, I know that the after repair value of the house has to be $370,000 for me to break even. Now, I don't want to break even. I want to make sure I've got a margin in there. So I'm looking in the region of about $400,000. If I can get the after repair value, so if I can buy a house for 300, spend 70, and it's worth $400,000, then I'm okay with that because now I've created a margin. So quick costs. The tips for doing that is when you go to your inspection, get your contractors to go with you, not just the inspector, your electrical contractor, your plumber. If you've got whatever you've got people that are doing this work, get them to come and give you quotes and prices on the houses. Very often, these people, especially as you start to build working relationships with them and they know you're going to be giving them business, they won't even charge you for this. That's a free service that most business people will offer. Now, the hard thing for you is you've got to coordinate these different people to be there at a certain time for the inspection. But you write that into your offer when you're looking at the house. I'm buying at 300, I'm getting all these people in. I'm getting a number here that's going to give me a reno budget, and then I'm going to make sure that my house ARV, which is after repair value. So again, when you can get an appraiser to do this, you can get an appraiser in to appraise the house and then tell you if you brought everything up to date and redid all of these, how much would it be worth? And he can give you that number. That's your simple way for calculating renovation costs quick. I hope you like this tip. If you'd like to leave comments about this, please leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and we'll see you next time.